Yo, Gamer Name here, and today I have a very interesting topic of discussion. Now that the launch roster for Tekken 8 is officially complete, we seem to have so many divided opinions on whether or not the roster is good. And like this was bound to happen one way or another, right? There are people's mains that are missing, so everyone will complain, or at least most of the fan base will complain. But I'm a little bit satisfied with this roster. So with all this hot discussion about, characters not being on the roster, I thought to myself, let's try talk about Tekken 7 and the characters that were introduced, the new characters to be specific, and which of the new characters I think won't make the Tekken 8 roster, and I mean like DLC inclusive going forward. So the character select in Tekken 8 has been a hot topic of discussion, right? Everyone is complaining about so many classic characters missing, such as Eddie and Julia, just to mention a few. But like I said, so many divided opinions, and the fact that Tekken 8 has so many characters, so the Tekken franchise has so many characters, it's to be so difficult to fit in every character that's being introduced to the franchise. Unless we get like a Tekken Tag Tournament 3, I don't see that happening. So like, if your main want to make this game, bro, it's time to start thinking of picking a new character for Tekken 8. So anyway, I want to talk about the newcomers introduced in Tekken 7 that won't make the Tekken 8 roster, a DLC in my opinion. So Tekken 7 had a bunch of new characters introduced to it, right, including guest characters. But we have about 9 or 10 characters that are just like original Tekken characters, like newcomers. So Tekken 7 introduced so many new characters, and this is something that people seem to overlook. So we're going to talk about every new Tekken 7 character, including guests that I don't think will make Tekken 8 going forward. DLC pass probably 1 to like 5 or 6 at this rate, right? So let's start with the obvious characters, which are the guest characters, starting with Noctis Lucius Skylum, introduced, and this was way back. I think he was the second guest character after Akuma. So this was perhaps one of the most confusing DLC characters at the time, because like we didn't have any weapon characters in Tekken. Quite right, Alisa and Yoshi have always been in the game, but they haven't really been like heavily focused on weapon types, right? Like Alisa chainsaws, maybe just a stance, but like then they introduced Noctis, who just came with the freaking Buster Sword, bro, right? The whole freaking arsenal. So it was a little weird at first, but then we got used to it. But look, Noctis had a very slow start to Tekken 7, right? His lifespan, he was a very niche character, right? He had only 2 busted moves, which is like down back 1+2 and like down back 2. These are the only 2 moves that Noctis players use at the beginning of Tekken 7. So he was not seen that much competitively and like in rank as well. But recently, Noctis has actually gained a ton of popularity, especially at high level play. People are considering him as one of the best characters in the game due to his tools, the buffs he's been receiving. So Noctis has gained popularity a lot over the years, over the past few seasons in Tekken 7. So will Noctis make the Tekken 8 roster? Now this for me is an absolute no. Hell to the no. First of all, like I said, DLC characters don't really make return appearances. There's issues about rights, contracts, and all that stuff. So it's very rare. Even NetherRealm, who are the god of like DLC characters in their games or guest characters in their games, you rarely see a same character appear at least twice, right? They might get a different character from the same game, but you won't see the same character twice. So Noctis is a hell to the no. With the fact that we also have Victor now, who seems to be the Noctis replacement. So Noctis is no way coming back. Secondly is Negan. So just like Noctis, Negan as well was a very weird choice to be introduced in the Tekken roster. Like Walking Dead X Tekken, excuse me? Like what the hell? That was one of the weirdest, team ups or partnerships we've ever seen in a fighting game. Walking Dead X Tekken, the fuck? Anyway, Negan was introduced to the Tekken 8 roster, the Tekken 7 roster, sorry, and he's a very fun to play actually. He's very fun. People just I don't know, they made it seem as though he didn't fit in the Tekken system, right? He was a very weird fit, but he was a very fun favorite character to play. He was very popular at high level as well. Like Negan is fun, right? String spam and all that stuff is a very, very fun character. But like I said, just like notice, guest characters is a lot involved, right? Contracts and partnerships and all that jazz. So Negan is in no way making it back to Tekken 8 as well. This one definitely is a no. Thirdly, let's take a look at Gigas, who I've put second to last. Now, Gigas is one of those characters that is awesome. Like, he's an awesome fit to the Tekken 7 roster. Like, bro, Gigas actually he fits, right? His demeanor, it's kind of similar to the Mishimas actually, right? Like, him being a villain, he has a Mishima villain vibe to him, right? But the problem with Gigas, of course, just like Akuma, is balancing. They came with their own rules. They came with like the 2D bullshit, fireballs, dig jabs into combos. So he didn't really fit in like gameplay wise, but with like good balancing and all that stuff, he can fit very well in the Tekken roster. Like, honestly, like giving him low as well it's possible. Now I say this because there's a back in the Tekken 7, I think back in season 3, there was a dev stream, like a dev meeting with like Harada and most of his partners. Then Harada made a joke about wanting Gigas to be a permanent character in the Tekken roster. He also said Gigas is his favorite guest character for Tekken 7. So with Gigas, there is a very, very slight chance that he might actually make it back, but it's a very, very slight chance. Like I said, guys, rosters, DLC characters with guest characters, with like contracts and stuff, there's a lot involved with all those deals. So guess it's possible, but like don't bet on it, right? Don't hold your breath for this, unless Harada does the impossible and makes Gigas an actual Tekken character like he said. But the chances of that happening are hella low. So like Gigas, I give him like maybe 2 out of 5 chance of making it back to the Tekken roster. And finally, we have Akuma. Now, just like Gigas, Akuma also has a higher chance to make it back to Tekken 8, because Akuma was involved in the lore, which is actually insane. They brought a guest character and involved them with the Mishimas, which we all know is like the bread and butter, like the meat and bones of the Tekken storyline, right? They involved Akuma in the... Bro, like how insane is that? And to make things worse, they actually involved him with Kazumi, who was introduced just for the sake of, closing out the Mishima bloodline story with Heihachi. So they involved Akuma in all this, which is very, very weird, right, for a guest character. So this is why I say Akuma also has a high chance of making it back to Tekken 8, because his storyline is not complete, right? He was on a mission to kill both Heihachi and Kazuya as a request from Kazumi, like Kazumi's last dying wish was, bro, get rid of both, Heihachi and Kazuya. And Akuma, he thinks Heihachi is dead, or basically he knows Heihachi is dead, and Kazuya is the only one left. So would I just leave that as a cliffhanger, right? He might not make it back to Tekken 8, but he might make it back to future Tekkens to conclude the storyline, because I think if they involve Akuma again, the storyline might be too convoluted, right? He might want to keep the focus on, Kazuya and Jin, because again we have Reina coming back, it's so complicated. We have Reina now being involved in the Mishima feud now. We don't know much about her, but we know she's a Mishima, so she will be involved. And Harada has even said she has a huge role to play in the storyline. So like involving Akuma in all this will just make the storyline like very, very convoluted. So this is why I say it's a very, very slight chance as well, but better than Gigas. I'll give Akuma a 3 out of 5 chance of making it back to Tekken 8. So now these are all the 4 guest characters, and Gigas and Akuma have more of a higher chance of making it back other than, Negan, Noctis, Lucius, Kylem. So now let's move to the OG Tekken 7 characters that were introduced. Of course, Shaheen, Leroy, and Claudio were OG Tekken 7 characters who have all made it back to the T8 roster, like launch roster. How awesome is that, bro? New characters making it to the Tekken 8 launcher, like that's kind of sick. That's really, really kind of sick. So firstly, again, let's start with the less obvious, of course, or like the obvious rather, right? Firstly being Kazumi Mishima. Kazumi was introduced in Tekken 7, right, as, to fill up the gap, fill up the storyline of Kazuya, of course, of Heihachi, Of course, for them wanting to touch back to the Hachijo clan, the history between Heihachi and Kazumi. So basically she's dead, right? She has no use. There's no reason to bring Kazumi back in Tekken 8 unless maybe as a DLC with no storyline involved, unless they do like flashbacks, they involve her, you know. But like, Kazumi is actually one of my favorite female characters in the game. She was a very, very awesome addition to the Tekken roster. Not that fun to watch as a character, but like very, very, you know, she's very, like, she's nice to look at. She's more older woman. She's not like kawaii, cute stuff the Tekken devs love. So she's a very, very unique character, very solid fighting style, you know, solid poking game plan, karate. So Kazumi, I don't think will make it back. It's a very, very low chance. I give her like 1 out of 5, but there's no reason to bring Kazumi back. They might as well just make another character with a Kazumi style moveset. Secondly, we talk about Gigas. Gigas, again, like, bro, like Gigas, oh man, Gigas feels it's bad. Like, we need more big characters in Tekken 8. We only have Jack at the moment, but I don't see Gigas coming back. Gigas was very, like, he was a very failed character, bro. Of course, we did see some Gigas play towards the end of Tekken 7, right? Tournament play. He actually won a few majors as well. And like, Gigas fans really love their character. Like, Gigas mains are like Gigas mains, bro. Like, these guys would beat the shit out of you if you like talk crap about your character. But like, let's be honest, guys, like, Gigas hasn't really been it. His design is just something else. I don't know what they're trying to do with him. His moveset as well just felt as though something was missing. He's such a big character, he needed like more grabs, more hard hitting stuff. But instead they made him like a, you know, a fishing counter hit character. I don't know. And given the fact that Jack 8 now has a lot of his moves like back 4, running 1+2, I don't see Gigas coming back as well. This was a failed character. They might try something new with another like huge character. So Gigas as well, I give him 1 out of 5 chance of making it back to Tekken 8. Don't hold your breath, bro. This man's is axed. Gigas, yeah, he ain't coming back, bro. Like, he ain't coming back. Number 3, I think, is Lucky Chloe. I don't think Chloe is making it back. Of course, Chloe was received with very negative reception, especially from the Western side. We all remember how Harada reacted. He was so pissed that he actually added an American character in the Tekken mobile game at the time. He was pissed. Like, if you want an American character, buff character, like, bro, play this freaking character. Had it the most generic ass character in Tekken mobile, bro. But Lucky Chloe is very, very popular in Japan. Japan, Asia, maybe Korea as well. And she actually is very popular. Her play rate is not that bad. Her usage stats in Tekken 7. So I don't know, but I don't think Chloe is coming back, bro. Like, we already have Azushina. Like, every Tekken game needs a straw character, right? And like, look, Chloe was that in Tekken 7, and I think Azushina is taking up the crown in Tekken 8. So I think Azushina is here to like replace Chloe. I don't think many people will miss her. A lot of people are expecting her to miss the roster. I think I haven't seen anyone complain about Chloe not being on the roster, bro. That's like the die-hard Chloe mains. But other than that, I don't think she'll make it. Azushina is here. But, you know, contrary to popular demand, Japan, like I said, is very popular. They might just want to do it for their own region. You know, they do love the cute stuff. So I'll give Lucky Chloe a 3 out of 5 chance of making it back. Mainly due to the fact that, like I said, she's very popular in Japan. So, but I don't see it, bro. Like, Azushina is enough. It'll be so toxic having both these characters in the same roster, bro. Like, come on, man. Alright, and then number 4, we have Katarina Alves. So like, Katarina, just like Gigas for me, was like a failed design. Now, Katarina was very popular in, like, he's very popular in tournaments, right? Especially recently. Apparently she's a very strong character. We have seen her a lot recently in tournaments. So, bro, like, Katarina was introduced to be like that beginner character. She's a very, very simple character to play. You can literally just mash one button and like get like super combos. You know, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, up 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Right, she was that character meant for beginners, but it didn't work out as good as they hoped because not a lot of people played Katarina in terms of like beginners. She was actually more popular in tournament. So now this thing is like very, very contradicting. Like, should I bring her back for the sake of, you know, her tournament popularity? Right? She has unfinished law as well with Gigas, her father. So I don't know, man. It's a toss up with Katarina. It's a it's a toss up. It's a toss up. But I have seen a lot of people talk about Katarina. They do want her back. There's a chance she might make it back, but I think if Katarina makes it back, it should be late in the Tekken 7 lifespan, bro. I'm talking season 4, season 5, because, bro, there are so many characters I feel Namco should prioritize in place of Kat. So I'll give Katarina a 3 out of 5 chance as well. No one will really miss her, but like it won't be so bad to see her, but I don't like her, honestly speaking, so we'll see. And lastly, I think I wanted to talk about Fumam. Now, amongst the new characters, Fumam, Lydia, and Leroy, I feel Fak is a less likely character to make it back to T8. I actually think they'll rather bring, you know, Bruce back. I think I'll talk about Fak and Josie in the same, you know, scenario, because they're basically the same, you know, Muay Thai Bruce replacement. I think Namco are going to cave in and instead bring back Bruce. Now, for Fumam, of course, I don't like his design. He's a very, I don't know, his design is very, I don't want to say generic, but like, it's just too out there. It's a little bit too much, right? So I don't think Fak will make it back. I think they will rather bring back Bruce. And I say this thing for Josie as well. Josie has a very fun playstyle, but like her personality is like, it's so bad, bro. Her personality is so annoying. You know, a lot of people talk about Josie in the same sense. Very fun to play character, but like personality, she needs to stop the whole crying thing, bro. Like, just revamp her. If they decide to do that, revamp her, you know, make her like a badass Muay Thai chick, bro. I know her fighting is not really like Muay Thai, but it's kind of similar to Muay Thai. So forgive me, guys, for those die-hard martial arts guys. I know it's not Muay Thai, but like, you know, I wouldn't mind if they brought her back with a changed personality, but as of now, bro, like Bruce is priority in my opinion. Like Fak might make it back as well. I wouldn't mind Fak, you know, but I don't see it, you know. And Fumam also has a high chance, considering that he was introduced late towards the end of the Tekken 7 lifespan, so he does have a chance of making it back. They might actually introduce both Fak and Bruce, who knows, maybe all three can make it back, but I'll give Fumam a 4 out of 5, and I'll give Josie a 3 out of 5 as well. I don't think Josie is coming back, bro. Fak over Josie, you know, is what I think. And of course, the rest of the characters have all made it back. Claudio, Leroy, and Shaheen, which are an awesome pick. These are the more brightly colored introductions to Tekken 7, in my opinion, you know. So we'll see. So for me, these are the characters that I feel as though won't make it back, the new characters that won't make it back or have a very lower chance to make it back. Because guys, do keep in mind there's so many characters missing. We have Murdoch, Eddie, Miguel, you know, the OGs, Bake, Bruce, like freaking Kunimitsu, Julia, you know. So there are so many characters that Namco have on their list that I don't think most of these under-designed, you know, not that hype characters will make it back, because again, they have to make sales. They have to make sales, and they actually introduce more new characters to the game. Tekken 8, they have to introduce more guest characters. So like the chances of these characters I've mentioned making it back are really, really low. So anyway guys, that's my video and my opinion on who I think won't make it back, who have a very, very low chance of making it back. You know, I'm sorry if I'm babbling too much. I will start scripting soon. As soon as I get some free time off of work, I'll start scripting my videos to be more, you know, professional. As of now, I'm still winging it, but you know, I hope you guys don't mind. So I might be wrong, guys. That's my opinion. You know, I don't know what Namco can do, right? But bro, like it's man, I feel so bad for people missing their characters, man. Like Eddie, like it's mad. Like Armor King, Lydia, Julia, oh my god. But like we'll see them, guys. We should just hope we get these characters as soon as possible. Season Pass 1 for like the, you know, highly missed characters. As of then, you just have to be patient, my boys. You just have to be patient. So anyway guys, thank you for watching my video. If you did this far, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Really helps you up the algorithm as a new, you know, small YouTube channel. It's not that easy, you know. It's free, you know. We're going crazy with the Tekken 8 content. So you know, GG guys, may the frame data be ever in your favor. Love y'all.